Hey, what's up guys, CosmicKing, welcome to the first ever hard mode run in the Binding of Isaac Repentance. Last episode was the extremely easy first run of the game, where you only have to go to the 6th floor and defeat Mom. And obviously I also did it in normal mode just to make it even easier, but today we're going to be jumping straight into hard mode. No break at all by doing anything, going farther on the 6th floor in normal mode, jumping straight into hard mode. So, first item is Headless Baby. I mean, it's decent until you find enemies that also have red creep, and then you don't know where you can stand and where you can't stand, because they look the exact same. This is a nice room to find off the start. And also, this item room is basically useless whenever I'm fighting enemies like that. And that was a very loaded chest, and so was that one. Okay. And we instantly, under a minute into the episode, we unlocked a character. Alright, so we got Lazarus there, swapping 4 soul hearts at the same time. And obviously I have 5 right now, so. So things like this is like, yeah, we got Headless Baby, that'll be good for rooms that have enemies on the ground, but, this room, the flies. And we get nothing for that, it's stupid. That guy is red creep, but it's earlier there, so it doesn't really matter. Obviously, I'm not going to be running over that. Okay. And another room with flies, and then there's the meat guy that we can possibly hit with the creep, but I don't know. This one will probably just end up being way longer than the last one unless I get extremely overpowered or something, because we have to go all the way to the 8th floor this time, and then I feel really bad for this guy, because all he does is chase after you, and he chases after you, he just sits in the creep and gets hurt. But then when the second little Gemini pops out, it actually gets a little bit scary now, because of the knockback on the tiers, and just the way the physics work for little Gemini. And obviously, little Gemini's flying, so creep is useless, like his base stats versus little Gemini, which is actually not that difficult besides the knockback problems. It's easiest to try and hit like the side of little Gemini to try and shoot him into the wall instead of shooting him out like that. Not that you can't, that's obviously the best strategy is just to hit it. And we get Safety Pen, which is another soul heart, and then some ranged shot speed, which is basically useless. And I could full clear for the shop, but I don't have a key to get into it, and I also only have 7 cents. So let's be heading on to the next floor. Yeah, here we have the first. We may have gotten a curse this time, I don't really remember, but Curse of the Mage, which will randomly shuffle the rooms around. It's kind of annoying if it activates a lot, but it doesn't activate that much, so it's perfectly fine. It's kind of just an annoyance whenever it does proc. Any enemy that chases me down with Headless Baby, at least on the early floors, is gonna die pretty fast. Sort of gun damage, but of course, Safety Pen gives you a black heart, and when you lose a black heart, it does room-wide AoE. So play the room for me. Try and not get hit anymore though. I'd like to hold on to my health, especially in hard mode. Health is not coming by that easily, when obviously this run is not an example of it. I already have more health than I finished the last run with, because I got Jammas. Gives you like 3 soul hearts and fills your red heart containers for any of them are empty. This is also another thing that I probably didn't see in the normal mode. Each champion has its own special thing. Like that guy has retaliatory attack whenever you kill him. Others, they creep behind, others drop certain consumables. It's kind of random. Some just share more health. And they only, well, I mean, there's like a rare chance to find some in normal mode, but majority of the time, if you're trying to find champions, which I don't know why you would, besides the sometimes extra consumables, you go in hard mode, because that's where they're most likely going to be. So this guy, those are worst bombs, you can kick it like that. Of course I get spiders and then they kill. It's like that gray champion dropped a key, so. But it kind of wasted bomb. Kind of wasted two, but really wasted one. That's nice. Didn't really use a key. Sticky bombs. When it's 5 bombs, and it makes stuff gets stuck. I'm pretty sure, so, something like that. It's not there. Then it's there. And we get a free nickel. And since I have a golden key and obviously 15 cents, I'll be going into the shop after opening this golden chest, which panic button, which I'm going to drop immediately. What it does, it'll automatically use your active item, which obviously I don't have one right now, whenever you take damage. Which, restarting active items, that's really bad. So you don't have it, and then I'll end up taking damage. Okay, well, that's just not fair for the enemies here. Give me Larry when I have producing familiar. Because, well, there he's in. Lots of keys, another soul heart, and 2 keys. It's very nice. We'll be continue to. So here is. I was kind of considering taking devil deals. Then I get a non-devil deal, so. Moving on to the next floor. So this one is actually pretty fast. It's about 6 minutes into the recording or 7 minutes into the recording and about 6 minutes into the actual run. Already on the 3rd floor, so hope it's more angel wings. That's a D6. I think that's not a global one though, so it's useless. I honestly don't. The dice streams are like one of the main things I don't really know much about, mainly because I rarely ever get them, and also, as I said in the last episode, the last one I played was the most recent version besides Remittance I played was Wrath of the Lamb, which is slightly less expanded than Repentance, slightly. And Attack 2, which used to be kind of bad. Oh, they took the damage down. Okay, because it used to be you would take damage away, but give you this laser. But now they take tears away, which is kind of annoying, so I can just get the tears up on this floor. And to be honest, it's really not that strong at base damage. Attack 2, basically, you just get a constant laser shooting out. Did not know that guys could shoot tears, they only spawn little horn flies, but apparently not. Just a constant laser shooting out of your face. Yeah, this one is quite contrast to the last one. It's quite basically the opposite of the last run. There is a triple drop, a nickel drop, and 1 soul heart. So if you didn't notice what we picked up in the last shop, we got Compass, which shows you the location of all the special rooms on the map, like the boss, item room, and shop. And off in this floor, it also shows the dice room, but dice rooms don't appear that often. This room is very dangerous for about how low damage I have. Like, these little dips should be killed almost instantly by the laser, but with this low of damage, it doesn't quite clear as easily. So I don't think I have base damage, which you'd think would be enough, but it's on my tears, which is base damage. Which is kind of annoying that. I mean, obviously, I'd prefer losing the tier rate over losing damage, but do we really have to lose anything? We're gonna just leave it as is. Just take away all stat downs from tier. Which is very dangerous with base movement speed too. Literally, the only stat change we've gotten is range, which is basically useless since I have Tech 2, which is infinite range, and then shot speed, again, basically useless since I have Tech 2. And then the only other stat change besides that was tiers down from Tech 2. And this room is being very annoying. Okay, you just died. Thank you. Yeah, I shouldn't have to hold the laser on a host for that long, or fly for that long. Die Batty, and a mini pin. Okay, does the tech laser secretly do less than your base damage? Because it seems like it's doing less. Because I held that laser on the bat for quite a while. I'll be blowing that up. I mean, obviously this is not a very good test damage because it's Fistula, which is, like I said, not very good test damage. Because it doesn't really have that much health in each of the parts. I was gonna say the creep isn't very helpful here, but it is actually pretty helpful for whenever I break the final part and it spawns one of the grubs. Okay, we get bar ourselves, which is a much needed tears up. We're still under base because it's Tech 2 is surprisingly devastating. Tears down. If you look on the map there over to the left is a library, which could potentially have a very helpful active item in it. Hopefully it'll be one of the good, it'll be a good book instead of one of the mediocre ones. And, I mean, this is actually not that bad now. Especially since it's pretty bad right here. Yes, Monster Manual used to be, it was only for the room that you got the familiars, but now every 6 rooms you can summon a familiar that will stay with you for the entire floor. And out of all the familiars we got, Little Gertie's probably the best one. And yes, I will use a bomb for holding keys, especially since I only have 1 key. Because I'm pretty sure Little Gertie does either your damage or more than your damage. Every time it hits something after bouncing. I think if you charge it up all the way, it does more damage. I'm not sure. That is a potentially good item. I mean, with this damage right now, it's decent. Make it basically just whittle down enemies. What it does, whenever you walk in a room with enemies, it'll do a tick of your damage. Well, not very powerful, but I think it was kind of really weak enemies. These guys, they couldn't even break them before the thing went away. That's a spike chest. Tell by the blood on the bottom of it. That's very close. It's one of my least favorite rooms. Dang it. Oh, I got a ball vampire. I couldn't tell what familiar I got because I was looking like behind me, thinking there'd be somebody, another one following me, but I got an orbital instead. Yeah, like in rooms like that where it's little weak enemies, it's pretty good. But little grubs, all I have to do is hold the laser on them for a few seconds because of toxic shock. That's a control bomb. And boss here. Thank you, Little Gertie, for taking out the guy down there. I think this guy's gonna explode, maybe, possibly. No, he's that was a key one. We got a lot of keys in this floor. We get Fallen, which from last episode was very nice because it gave a pentagram, which was a very needed damage up at the time. Alright, that's movement speed. It's impossible to dodge a charging Fallen. And we get Guppy's Paw, which just... I mean, full health, I guess. And I am gonna actually keep Monster Manual. The reason I'm keeping Monster Manual is because, well, technically, it's just, well, I mean, it's more DPS. I mean, Guppy's Paw could have been helpful in... Let's go item. But Guppy's Paw could have been helpful. I mean, it would give me a lot of health. Look at a dice room, too. Another D6. Okay, well, can't really use that. Okay, actually, I'll get this guy to pay out with my 25 cents and then reroll whatever he gives me because I don't want a health upgrade. That's probably what he's going to give me. And I'll see if the D6 works globally if I'm... That's a weird D6. Supposedly they're supposed to have a will make a globe on them somewhere, but they're global. Well, I definitely don't want that. I mean, I'll pick it up just to have it not come up again, but after that. I'm gonna get Devil Card, which would be very nice for the boss. And it is... global, even though I didn't use, so we could have used the other one. That's how it was last time I used it. I think it's this one. So, 15 minutes in on the Depths 1 with a portable staff. The only good thing I have from this is Toxic Shock. That's an item. Got a pretty secret room because of the bomb flies. Walk out, walk back in to deactivate the turrets. And that's a useless room to me. And we get a great fight. Was expected since I hadn't gone to a couple shops. I mean, I finally decided I would spend my money now, but then of course, we do get a Steam sale, so as long as I don't get a super grade next floor, ultra grade, whatever it's called, you should be able to get multiple items next floor, depending on what they are. Actually, the shop is better, so multiple items. I'll be able to donate next floor, I guess. So it'll probably be a donation machine. These mini pins are very annoying at this damage. Finger will be a very helpful DPS because it's such a constant take of damage wherever you're pointing it, and it does go over rocks and everything. So if I really don't want to fight somebody, I can just hide over a rock and stay away from them. Oh, I just picked up that battery. I'll clear one more room and then you can pick it up. And we get another tears up, so we're still not even at base. Mini pins, yep. And because they start under the ground, they aren't affected by the toxic shock. So I do have to actually deal all their health to them before I kill them. Yeah, whittle them down with the shock at the beginning of the room. This. Get a little Brim, which is really good. And then an Incubus, which is also really good, except he doesn't fire attack 2 lasers, so he's near as he could be, but a little bit. So that's the power of Monster Manual, since it actually lasts more than the Wind Emperor card, which I'll come back for. So I want to be able to use the Devil card on this boss. Gate. So with 6145 damage and Tech 2 and an Incubus and a little Brim, this should be a pretty easy fight. Probably the most dangerous part of this fight isn't even the actual boss shooting the tears, it's the little headless guys. Check around the room a ton. 55% chance to get Angel. Finally got an Angel room. And 2 hearts useless to me. And Justice. Magician. Magician card and Wheel of Fortune, which I'll blow up. None of these cards matter to me, and we get Crown of Light. Which as long as I'm not stupid and take a ton of damage. And that's a complete waste of a bomb, because I can't even get more. We have 7 damage, which is quite sad to have Crown of Light and still only have 7 damage, but that's besides the point. And then, yeah, that was stupid. But as long as you have 4 red hearts, you have 4 red hearts, or just no red hearts at all. Like if your red hearts are full, or if you have no red hearts, and then you haven't taken damage in the room, then you get double damage for the room. So, put a vault here, which could potentially begin. It's more cards that I'm not going to use though. Overall, this is decent. And then chariots. Get another dice room for some reason. Hope it's another d6, because then I could possibly use that if the item room and shop are bad. Good familiar. That's really good. It shoots a really high damage shot. That's a D20, which I'll take the key and then reroll. Got a red chest with some spiders in it. Okay, and we're gonna save the separate card for the 8th floor. I just think that would make the most sense. I should reroll the extra cards in here, and the hearts, just again, useless. That was stupid damage. I'm just gonna kick the bomb game. Speed down.
Speed down.
I wish I had a hangman card now. In this room, if I'm good enough, I can get both these bombs without taking damage. Have to walk diagonally, which on a keyboard is pretty easy. If you're a controller, it's a lot harder to walk diagonally through those spots. Okay, this room sucks with this speed. Or we just get lucky and all the spike blocks would have went out of the room. Okay then. That was a very rude shot from that guy. And with a piercing tech 2 laser, Larry should be pretty easy, especially with 7 damage as well. I'm not going to be going first room, not going to be going for either of these because I would have to take damage to get them. Again, I would love some hangman cards. And down goes Chubb. She's segmented, and I have tech 2. Attack this guy, which I'll come back for in a second. Once I clear a room with monster manual just to get. I'm gonna keep because I spent it on the item room. Oh yeah, I'll come back for that after I clear a room so I can get one more familiar. And we get a little OP, which is basically useless. Then I'll go and grab Crack the Sky, which is extremely good. It used to be horrible because it didn't know how to aim at all. It would just shoot randomly, but now it actually will aim specifically onto an enemy. And it's a pretty good early game boss killer, and even some later. That's technically a key. Donate all my money. There we go for 20 cents. We get the first store upgrade. So hopefully it won't jam before I put all my money in. Okay, there's options, which is a pretty good item. And we get all the way up to 61 cents in the donation machine. Another easy room, besides the terror in the middle. Here we are at the mom fight, which is the very last run ended. You saw there, it basically killed Mom. It'll be a little bit more to take it out now. We have a 23% chance to get another angel room, which... Plus, I get the 8% devil deal, but miss the 25% angel. And it's a horrible item, and a false PhD. I mean, it could be good if you... There's, like, one specific item that I think it's good with, because it's an item that makes it to where your stats can't go down, which is... It is, but... whatever. Here we are, first time ever in the boom floor, which the only thing really different about the boom floor is that, first of all, more difficult enemies. And also, everything does a full heart now, instead of just half a heart. So, yeah. These guys are very annoying, so they do that. Just teleport around the room, I guess. Okay, thank you, Toxic Shock. Yeah, we actually have 7 damage now, so Toxic Shock will be taken out. Enemies easier. Of course, Polycephalus ducks to the right as I use Crack the Sky. It doesn't matter with the 7 damage tip 2, it's just completely destroying them whenever they pop up and decide to sit in laser radius for long enough. At least you don't have to kill the Red Skulls. Yeah, they die whenever the room ends. These brains, I guess. And the next floor should be pretty easy to get to the boss, since I have a Emperor card. It's Empress, which I'll carry onto the boss for this floor with 0.88 speed, killing, not taking damage with less, just like impossible almost. I'm just gonna wait until all the creep goes away, because things like amnesia, that really doesn't matter. Because the boss is here in one more room. Blow that up. Torn Moon card, which is not what I would call good. But Mama Gertie here, who Crack the Sky should almost take out, and of course I take damage right at the last second before they can die. Get some more damage, so it's good, and I have 7 base damage. Oh, not 7 base. With 3 luck, definitely gonna be going to Holy Light here. It'll randomly shoot out, basically what Crack the Sky does. It'll shoot out, like that big glowing tier. It'll do that. Should've used my bombs to blow up those fires to hopefully get a soul heart, but it should be good. Let's grab the Emperor card. Next floor, teleport straight to the boss fight. And just win the run. This will be another pretty quick run. I mean, it was actually pretty powerful. I mean, there in the beginning, Crown of Light really skyrocketed the DPS of this run. Because it took me from 3.5 damage to 7 base. Obviously, I have 10.38 with Crown of Light active. I am actually going to clear some rooms first. Just to be able to get the charge up on my Crack the Sky. And there you saw the power of Holy Light. Yeah. So I'm gonna need to clear one more. Sorry about that little interruption. But I did not think Crack the Sky would be blocking this much, considering I have only 3 luck. I'm pretty sure it's like 7 luck or something. You get it's really high luck to have all Crack the Sky every shot. Take that out, and then the second Mom's Heart comes back down. Use Crack the Sky to basically kill it, and then just be a couple spam shots away from a win. Win of a Soul Heart for the road. And there we go, winning our first ever Mom's Heart run. And there we unlocked one of the most popular characters in the game, Eden. Mainly for, there's a thing called Eden streaking, because Eden starts with random stats and random items. So, I mean, maybe eventually, that'll be a long time in the future if I ever Eden streak, because there's a lot to unlock. Like, all these post-it notes have to be fully filled out before I start trying to do any sort of special challenges or anything. And when I say challenges, I don't mean these challenges that I will actually do. I mean, like doing like custom challenges or something with the debug console or anything. Yeah, but that'll be it for this episode. If you enjoyed it, please hit the like button and subscribe. And if you are subscribed, if you're going to subscribe, make sure to hit the notification bell so you get notified when I upload a new video. I'll see you guys in the next one.